Have you ever met a man who seems to be a loner, yet pulls you in with his magnetic personality? Welcome, my friends, to the enigmatic world of Sigma males. But what exactly is a Sigma male? Get ready to discover why Sigma males are the ultimate mystery that leaves everyone quaking in their boots. Picture this. You're at a social gathering. Everyone is buzzing around, engaged in lively chatter. Yet, there's this one guy, kind of aloof, standing on the fringes. He's not antisocial, mind you. He's just not into the whole small talk thing. He'd rather observe, analyze, and only jump into the conversation when something really piques his interest. Sigma males can be quite the riddle. They're like that Sudoku puzzle that has been sitting on your coffee table for weeks. You know, the one that has you pulling out your hair, but you just can't help going back to it because, well, who doesn't like a good challenge, right? Sigma males are not your typical run-of-the-mill guys. They are the mysterious lone wolves of society, the silent observers, the thinkers. They're intimidating, not because they're loud or aggressive, but because of their quiet confidence, their nonchalant independence. They don't seek validation from others. They don't need to be the center of attention. And yet, they have this uncanny ability to draw people towards them. It's like they have this invisible force field, a certain je ne sais quoi, that others find irresistibly fascinating. Now, don't get me wrong. Sigma males are not some mythical creatures. They're very real, very human, with their own set of strengths and weaknesses. But what sets them apart is their unique approach to life. They don't follow the crowd. They carve their own path, dance to their own tune, and that, my friends, is what makes them so intriguing. So if you've ever been intrigued by a lone wolf type, buckle up. We're about to unravel the enigma of Sigma males. Ever heard of the alpha and beta males? Well, Sigma is the secret code. Let's dive into the wolf pack hierarchy. Now, you're probably familiar with the alpha males, right? Those are the guys who strut into a room, exuding confidence from every pore. They're the ones who take the lead, make the decisions, and generally act like they own the place. They're the kings of the jungle, the leaders of the pack. Then there are the beta males. They're the supportive ones, the team players. They're comfortable following the alpha's lead, and they're often the glue that holds the group together. They're essential, no doubt about it, but they're not usually the ones in the spotlight. Now let's talk about the Sigma males. They're the wild cards of the group. If alphas are the roaring lions and betas are the loyal dogs, then Sigmas are the elusive cats. They're lone wolves, independent and self-reliant. They're not interested in leading or following. Instead, they walk their own path, often shunning societal norms and expectations. Sigma males are like the James Bonds of the group. They're mysterious, intriguing, and hard to pin down. They don't need validation from others. They're comfortable in their own skin, and they're perfectly happy to go it alone. They're not interested in power struggles or social games. Instead, they focus on their own goals and interests. One might say they're the epitome of cool. They're effortlessly charming, yet they don't seek attention. They're confident, yet they don't flaunt it. They're intelligent, yet they don't feel the need to prove it. If alphas are the ones who command attention, and betas are the ones who seek harmony, Sigmas are the ones who simply don't care. So while the alphas are busy leading the pack, and the betas are happily following, the Sigmas are off on their own secret mission. They're the enigmatic figures who quietly defy societal norms and expectations, opting for a life of independence, self-reliance, and freedom. And that, my friends, is what makes them so utterly fascinating and, dare we say, intimidating. So, what makes a Sigma male more intriguing than a mystery novel? Let's dive into their traits. First off, Sigma males are like the Swiss Army knives of the social world. Why, you ask? Well, their self-sufficiency is truly remarkable. They don't need the approval, the attention, or even the company of others to feel content. They're the masters of their own universe, living by their own rules, and they're perfectly fine with it. It's like they've got their own internal compass, always pointing them in the direction that's right for them. No need for a GPS or Google Maps. They've got it all figured out. Now, let's talk about their introversion. It's not that they're shy or antisocial. They just prefer the company of their own thoughts over chit-chat and small talk. They're the kind of people who could find profound meaning in a grain of sand or write a sonnet about a lone tree. They're not aloof. They're just choosy about where they invest their energy. They could be in a room full of people and still have the most interesting conversation with themselves. It's like they're the Sherlock Holmes of introspection, always on a mission to solve the mystery of their own thoughts. And then there's their adaptability. Sigma males are like chameleons. They can blend into any environment or situation. They're not about making a scene or standing out, but rather about understanding and fitting into their surroundings. They're the masters of going with the flow, effortlessly adapting to whatever life throws at them. It's like they've got a built-in survival kit, always ready for any adventure or challenge. In essence, Sigma males are the epitome of still waters run deep. They might not be the loudest or the most outgoing, but they sure are the most self-reliant, introspective, and adaptable. They might not be the life of the party, but they sure know how to survive a deserted island. Ready for more Sigma secrets? Let's continue our exploration. Our next stop on this journey into the enigmatic world of Sigma males is their fierce independence. Sigma males are a lot like cats. They love their freedom and won't let anyone put them in a box. Well, unless it's an actual box, because cats love boxes. But metaphorically speaking, Sigma males value their autonomy above all else. They don't rely on others for validation or support, and they certainly don't need a pack to feel secure. Moving on, let's talk about the intelligence that Sigma males bring to the table. They are often deep thinkers, with an insatiable curiosity that keeps them constantly learning and growing. They're the kind of people who prefer a good book or an intellectual debate over mindless chatter. But don't mistake their quiet demeanor for lack of wit. Oh no, they're just silently judging you while they plot to take over the world. Just kidding, or am I? Lastly, we can't forget about the Sigma male's nonconformity. They're not just marching to the beat of their own drum, they're playing an entire symphony. Sigma males have an allergic reaction to trends. If everyone is doing it, they're likely running in the opposite direction. And it's not because they think they're too cool for school. It's just that they value authenticity and originality above popularity. They're like that one friend who refuses to watch Game of Thrones just because everyone else is watching it. And when they finally do watch it, it's only to pick apart the plot holes and complain about the ending. But hey, that's just how they roll. In a world of sheep, the Sigma male is the lone wolf who refuses to join the flock. They are the enigmatic outsiders, the mysterious lone rangers, the ones who always keep you guessing. So, next time you come across a Sigma male, don't be intimidated. Just remember, they're probably more scared of you than you are of them. Well, not really, but it's a nice thought, isn't it? In a world of sheep, the Sigma male is the lone wolf who refuses to join the flock. Ever wondered what a day in the life of a Sigma male looks like? Let's delve into their lifestyle. Picture this. It's a bright sunny day. Everyone's out socializing, soaking up the sun. Now where's our Sigma male? Well, he's tucked away in the corner of a quiet cafe, lost in the world of his favorite book. Or maybe he's exploring a new coding language. He's comfortable in his own company and doesn't feel the need to be part of the crowd. They say the best company you can have is your own, and Sigma males take this to heart. Sigma males revel in their solitude. It's not about being antisocial, oh no, it's about being selectively social. They value their me time more than anything. They use this time for deep introspection, learning, and recharging. They're like those old-fashioned wind-up toys. They retreat into their solitude, wind up their springs with newfound knowledge and introspection, and then they're ready to face the world again, all charged up. Their love for learning and deep thinking is another hallmark of their lifestyle. They're not about surface-level chit-chat. They love to dive deep into the ocean of knowledge and explore its depths. It's like they're on a never-ending quest for wisdom. They're the real-life Indiana Jones. Just their treasure is wisdom, not some lost ark. Now let's talk about their lifestyle choices. They're unconventional, to say the least. They don't follow the herd. They carve their own path. They're like those adventurers who take the road less traveled. They don't need a GPS called society to guide them. They have their own compass, tuned to their values and beliefs. So, while the world is busy running the rat race, the Sigma male is off on his own adventure. He's not in a rush. He's savoring his journey one step at a time. His life is not a sprint, it's a marathon. In a world that's constantly in a rush, the Sigma male is the one taking a scenic detour. Now let's talk about something juicy. The Sigma male in love. Love, it's a battlefield, a sweet symphony, and a complicated dance all at once. For the Sigma male, it's all that and a bag of chips. But don't expect him to be the one serenading under your balcony. He's more likely to be the quiet stranger in the corner whose eyes seem to know more than they let on. Sigma males approach love like they approach most things in life, on their own terms. They're not ones to follow the crowd or chase after every potential love interest. No, they're like gold miners, sifting through the dirt and pebbles to find that one golden nugget. They're selective, not because they think they're too good for everyone, but because they value depth and authenticity. They're looking for someone who complements their solitary nature, yet challenges their perspectives. Someone who understands that they need their alone time, but also knows when to pull them back to reality. And when a Sigma male falls in love, oh boy, it's like a supernova explosion in a distant galaxy. It's deep, intense, and all-consuming, but just like a supernova, it might not be immediately visible to the naked eye. They're not ones for grand gestures or public displays of affection. Instead, they show their love through actions, through understanding, through quiet moments of togetherness. Imagine, if you will, trying to catch a rare, elusive Pokemon. It requires patience, understanding of their habits, and a whole lot of pokeballs. That's what loving a Sigma male feels like. It's not easy, but boy, is it worth the effort. So if you're looking for a whirlwind romance with constant attention and flashy dates, a Sigma male might not be your cup of tea. But if you crave a deep, meaningful connection with a pinch of mystery, then buckle up, because you're in for an intriguing ride. So if you've caught a Sigma male's attention, congratulations. You're as rare as a four-leaf clover. How does a Sigma male fit into our society? Or the better question is, do they even want to fit in? In the grand tapestry of human society, Sigma males are the mysterious streaks of color that defy conventional patterns. They are the ones who march to the beat of their own drum, seemingly immune to the societal pressures that often shape our behavior and choices. You see, Sigma males don't struggle with societal norms because, in most cases, they simply choose not to engage with them. It's not rebellion for rebellion's sake. Rather, it's a conscious choice to follow their own path, regardless of what the crowd is doing. Imagine being so cool, you're practically allergic to peer pressure. Now that's a superpower, but don't mistake their nonconformity for apathy. Sigma males might be introverted and independent, but they're far from indifferent. They deeply care about the world around them, and in their own quiet way, they make unique contributions that often go unnoticed. Take, for example, the Sigma male working as a software engineer, creating innovative solutions to complex problems, while others are busy navigating office politics. Or the Sigma artist whose work speaks volumes about societal issues, but chooses to remain in the shadows, letting his art take the limelight. These are the individuals who challenge the status quo, not by protesting in the streets, but by simply living their lives on their own terms. They remind us that it's okay to be different, to question norms, and to carve our own path. Sigma males might not fit neatly into society's boxes, but that's precisely what makes them so intriguing. They are the wild cards, the enigmas, the outliers, and in a way, they encapsulate the very essence of individuality. They show us that it's not only okay, but it's also necessary to break away from the mold, to be true to ourselves, and to live authentically. So how does a Sigma male fit into our society? Well, they don't. And that's exactly the point. In a world trying to fit them into boxes, Sigma males are busy making their own shape, feeling a connection with the Sigma traits. Let's talk about embracing the Sigma within. All right, now that we've navigated the enigmatic waters of the Sigma personality, it's time to dive into the practical side. You might be sitting there, nodding your head and thinking, yes, that's me. I'm the guy who enjoys his own company, who's self-sufficient, and who marches to the beat of his own drum. Well, my friend, let's explore how you can fully embrace and nurture these Sigma traits. First things first, cancel all your party plans. Just kidding. But seriously, as a Sigma, you don't need to force yourself into social situations that make you uncomfortable. Your energy is precious, so spend it wisely. If a quiet evening with a good book sounds more appealing than a noisy gathering, go for it. Embrace your preference for solitude and use it to recharge and reflect. Next, let's talk about self-improvement. Sigma males are lifelong learners. They are the guys who are constantly seeking knowledge and understanding. So, pick up that book you've been meaning to read, enroll in that online course you've been eyeing, or simply indulge in a hobby that stimulates your mind. Your pursuit of knowledge is a key trait of your Sigma personality. Thirdly, stay true to yourself. In a world that often glorifies extroverted alpha males, it can be tempting to try and fit in. But remember, being a Sigma male is not about fitting into a mold, it's about breaking it. So, wear your nonconformity like a badge of honor. Be proud of your unique perspective and independent spirit. Lastly, don't forget to have fun. While we've been having a bit of a laugh here, it's important to remember that being a Sigma male isn't all seriousness and introspection. Even the most introverted Sigma enjoys a good laugh. So find humor in the everyday, share a joke with a friend, or simply laugh at the absurdity of life. Remember, being a Sigma male isn't about being aloof or superior, it's about being true to yourself. We've decoded a lot about Sigma males, but remember, they're just as human as the rest of us. As we wrap up our journey through the enigma that is the Sigma male, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned. Sigma males, much like the mysterious creatures of the deep sea, can be hard to spot. But once you know what you're looking for, they become easier to identify. We've delved into the Sigma traits, peering into the depths of their independent, introspective nature. We've explored the Sigma lifestyle, a solitary path that's as much about self-discovery as it is about self-reliance. We've looked at their love life, a quiet dance of authenticity and depth, and we've seen how Sigma males contribute to society in their own understated way. They are the lone wolves, the silent observers, the ones who prefer the company of their thoughts over the chatter of the crowd. But let's not forget, they're not mythical creatures. They don't have superpowers, nor do they glow in the dark. Well, not unless they've had too much radioactive sushi. We've survived this deep dive into the Sigma ocean, and if you're feeling a little dizzy, that's perfectly normal. After all, we've been swimming with the sharks, so to speak, but don't worry, these sharks are more likely to offer you a thoughtful insight than take a bite. So what's the takeaway from our journey? Sigma males are unique, they're intriguing, they're complex, but at the end of the day, they're just people. People who value their solitude, who enjoy their own company, who march to the beat of their own drum. So the next time you meet a quiet, intriguing man who seems to be in his own world, remember, you might just have found a Sigma male. And if that's the case, consider yourself lucky. You've just met a person who's comfortable in his own skin, who's not afraid to be different, and who's got a depth that's worth exploring.